John Wayne's Rooster Cogburn has 20 hidden secrets from the 1975 Western that united two Hollywood legends in their only film together, and one that nearly never happened. Wayne returned to his Oscar-winning role 6 years after True Grit, starring opposite Katharine Hepburn in what seemed destined to be a hit. Instead, the film became a fascinating chapter in Hollywood history, filled with behind-the-scenes drama, health struggles, political tensions, and forgotten production secrets. If you enjoy deep dives into the classic films that shaped Hollywood, subscribe to 90s Playback. Now let's get into it. Fact 1. Both stars were born in May 1907, making them exactly 67 during filming. Hepburn was born on May 12th, Wayne on May 26th, exactly 2 weeks apart. When filming began in September 1974, both were performing their own stunts and riding horses in Oregon's Deschutes National Forest at an age when most people had already retired. Despite careers spanning more than 40 years, this was the first and only film they made together. Fact 2. Rooster Cogburn was John Wayne's only sequel in a career of more than 170 films. He never revisited characters from classics like The Searchers, Rio Bravo, or Stagecoach. But Rooster Cogburn had earned him his first Academy Award for True Grit. When producer Hal Wallace brought him a sequel, Wayne accepted, making this the only character he ever played twice. Fact 3. Katharine Hepburn had refused to work with Wayne in the 1950s because of his support for the House Un-American Activities Committee and the Hollywood blacklist. She even turned down Hondo. By 1974, her opinion had softened. During production, she told Time magazine, "I decided to grab him before it was too late for me or for him." She later said Wayne projected the same integrity on screen as Spencer Tracy, one of the highest compliments she could offer. Fact 4. The screenplay was written by actress Martha Heyer under the male pseudonym Martin Julian because she was married to producer Hal Wallace. To avoid accusations of favoritism, Wallace insisted she use another name. Heyer deliberately blended elements of True Grit and The African Queen, giving both Wayne and Hepburn familiar territory while finally bringing them together. Fact 5. Wayne wore an oxygen mask between takes because he had only one lung. His left lung and several ribs had been removed in 1964 after cancer surgery. Although cancer-free, the high elevation in Oregon made breathing difficult. Crew members regularly saw him using oxygen between scenes. Earlier that year, pneumonia had also damaged one of his heart valves, though doctors wouldn't discover it until emergency surgery in 1978. Fact 6. Rooster Cogburn's eye patch hid a real facial injury. Wayne hurt himself while playing golf with his daughter during filming. Normally, a facial injury would delay production, but the character's signature eye patch covered it perfectly, allowing filming to continue without audiences ever knowing. Fact 7. Richard Farnsworth played Rooster's deputy in the opening scenes, but every one of his scenes was cut from the final film. After years as a stuntman, he continued acting in small roles until starring in The Straight Story in 1999, earning an Academy Award nomination at age 79. The actor, completely removed from Rooster Cogburn, eventually became an Oscar nominee himself. Fact 8. Strother Martin appeared in both True Grit and Rooster Cogburn, but as two different characters. In True Grit, he played Colonel Stonehill, while in Rooster Cogburn, he portrayed Shanghai McCoy. The filmmakers simply trusted audiences wouldn't mind seeing the same actor in a completely different role. Fact 9. One movie set from Rooster Cogburn still exists today. The Kate Saloon, built at Smith Rock State Park in Oregon, was left standing after filming wrapped. Instead of being demolished like most Western sets, it now houses a rock-climbing guide service, making it one of the few surviving John Wayne film locations. Fact 10. Instead of paying filming fees at Shevlin Park near Bend, Oregon, the production restored an old fishing cottage for the park. A commemorative plaque marking that restoration still stands today, leaving behind a permanent reminder of the film's visit. Fact 11. Director Stuart Millar's feature film career effectively ended after Rooster Cogburn. Primarily known as a producer, he had directed only one previous feature. Wayne reportedly blamed him for the disappointing result, while critics like Pauline Kael and Variety criticized the direction. Afterward, Millar largely returned to television. Fact 12. Rooster Cogburn became legendary producer Hal Wallace's final film. His career included more than 400 productions, including Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon, Yankee Doodle Dandy, Now, Voyager, The Adventures of Robin Hood, and True Grit. Released when Wallace was 82, Rooster Cogburn marked the end of a remarkable 50-year producing career. Fact 13. A third Rooster Cogburn film was planned but never happened. Wallace hoped to turn the character into a franchise, but the sequel received mixed reviews and disappointing box office returns. When he approached Wayne with another script, Wayne declined, ending the series. Fact 14. The sequel earned only about 26% of True Grit's domestic box office. While True Grit grossed over $31 million and ranked among 1969's biggest hits, Rooster Cogburn earned roughly $8 million and finished well down the 1975 box office rankings. Fact 15. Oregon Governor Tom McCall personally visited the set in October 1974. An environmentalist Republican, McCall saw the production as a major opportunity to bring jobs, tourism, and national attention to Oregon while showcasing its natural beauty. Fact 16. Strother Martin, repeatedly called Old Man in the film, was actually 12 years younger than both Wayne and Hepburn. Born in 1919, Martin was 55 during filming, while his co-stars were both 67. Fact 17. The screenplay intentionally echoed The African Queen. Martha Heyer borrowed the familiar formula of a strong-willed missionary joining forces with a rough, hard-drinking hero on a dangerous river journey. Even the Whitewater Rapids mirrored the 1951 classic. Roger Ebert criticized the film, calling it an imitation of Two Star's greatest work. Fact 18. Wayne's damaged heart valve went undiagnosed throughout filming. A violent coughing fit caused by pneumonia earlier in 1974 had injured the valve, but Wayne assumed his fatigue and shortness of breath came from having one lung and getting older. Doctors didn't discover the problem until emergency open heart surgery in 1978, meaning he completed the film while seriously ill without realizing it. Fact 19. Katharine Hepburn refused to use a stunt double despite recently undergoing hip surgery. Although the production hired an experienced writer, Hepburn reportedly dismissed her, saying, "She doesn't sit as straight in the saddle as I do." Determined not to miss the chance to make a Western with Wayne, she performed the writing scenes herself at 67. Fact 20. Rooster Cogburn looked like a guaranteed success. It paired two legendary stars, an Oscar-winning character, a proven producer, stunning locations, and a script inspired by beloved classics. Instead, it became something even more fascinating. A film about two aging icons refusing to slow down, political opposites finding common ground, and a Western genre nearing the end of its golden age. Rooster Cogburn remains one of the most unusual films in John Wayne's career. It reunited an Oscar-winning character with Hollywood's greatest leading lady, while both stars battled age, injuries, and enormous expectations. Behind the scenes were hidden pseudonyms, abandoned sequel plans, surviving movie sets, health struggles, and production stories that most fans have never heard. Those forgotten details make every revisit to Rooster Cogburn far richer than what appears on screen.